back to Lifeatyayas. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. How is your summer? I pray that you are taking time to rest, rejuvenate yourself, and if it is in the budget, that you have taken some time to take a nice vacation. And if not, a staycation is always nice as well. Whatever you did, please leave me a comment below and just let me know what is something fun that you're doing this summer. So this was the beginning of June. I said in my last video that I was suffering from a back injury, and it's a little bit more than just an injury, and I'll get into all of that later on in the video. I finally got a chance to get outside and clean the mums, yes, these are mums from the fall, off the porch. In this day, this is all I was able to do. One, the injury, and then we have a bird's nest that was right above my head when I was pulling those other mums and throwing those away. They were being pretty aggressive, and I'll show you all why in a moment. But thank you all so much for being here. I want to just clean up, spruce up the front porch, the front of the house. I have a TikTok find that I want to show you all, and it's my honest review. So hopefully you all will stick around and enjoy this video. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. So I hope you all enjoy the little bird watching that we had. Now that is the third nest that we have had around our property, and it's so fascinating for the kids and the grandkids just to witness that as well. But we are in Home Depot right now. Hubby and I told you guys before, we divide and conquer. He is getting the mulch. I had to come inside and grab some cleaning supplies, and I wanted to grab a small garbage can for one of the kids' bathrooms. And I wanted to also look at their plant selection. Now, this was early again in June, so not a lot was out, but I'll show you all what they had. And then I did get some plants from Lowe's after this, because I think I only got ferns on this day, and unfortunately they didn't last long. I want to say maybe 2 weeks, and that could have been on me. Usually when I get ferns, I'll fill up a bucket or a tote, and I'll just let them soak for a couple hours, and sometimes I'll let them soak overnight. I didn't do that, and after I set the ferns out, I realized, you know what, I didn't do that. That could have been why they didn't last. They turned brown, or it could have been our weather. Our weather went from 60 to 70s up to 90s within 2 weeks. So it went from spring to summer. Well, I wouldn't even say spring. I would say from fall to summer. So it could have been, either on me, or it just could have been the weather, and they just got extremely dried out. But again, we're here at Home Depot. I didn't see too much, so that's the only thing that I got this day. But we're going to finish up here and go home, and I'm going to show you all what our yard looked like and how we spruced it up. So we started out with 20 bags of mulch. That should pretty much do the front yard. We haven't started the back, but I just wanted to show you the peonies, how they bloomed this year. I believe this was in late May. They don't last long. If you do have peonies in your yard, you know exactly what I mean. They come out, they're beautiful, but they don't last long. But I just wanted to give you guys an overview of what the space looked like, and then I'll show you after. So I'm just curious, do you guys cut your peonies back if you have them in your yard? We cut ours back every year. I believe we may have cut the white ones back a little too much. We may have like one or two blooms. But I'm just curious, what do you guys do with your peonies? Do you cut them back or you just let them grow? And but to me, they just kind of take over the yard a little, too much. And I just love that clean look. It's nice to see them, but it's nice to have that clean, fresh mulch look as well. But while hubby was working on the side yard, our girls, they were working on the other side of our front yard. And of course, I didn't show the whole entire yard just for privacy reasons. But I love and appreciate them so much just for helping and jumping in. This day was extremely humid. It was hot. I want to say it was like 88, 89 degrees. But they just jumped in like, Mommy, what do you need us to do? And I just love and appreciate them so much. So I just wanted to show you all again with the peonies cut back. They're going to grow back again next year. I kind of know that's when spring is on its way, when they start blooming. But this is a few days later. I went to Lowe's and I got just a few plants. Yes, when I say a few, I think I got about 10, 15. I had some in my trunk, but I thought I put them all out here and showed you all. I don't think I did. I got some for the back and the front, and then I gave our one daughter some to go in front of her front door. So the ones here, the ones at the top, and I can't remember what the name of those ones were, but the zinnias, the coneflower, those are going to go in a planter in front of the in our front yard, because deer do not like those plants. And these are the only ones that I can find that will just bloom. The deer, they will not touch them. So I'm glad with that. So this one here, the one, I can't remember what it's called. It has the hanging plant on the bottom. That one I gave to my daughter. That was a clearance plant. And the pink zinnia and the yellow zinnia, those are clearance plants as well. That's what I do when I go to any home store. I try to go and look at the clearance plants first, because sometimes they just need a little bit of water, some love, and some sun, and they're right back blooming. But the ones in the white container, those weren't clearance plants, and those are going to go on my porch. They would just eat those like it's just a salad buffet. So I definitely don't want to leave them down here too long. But we're going to go in and I'm going to get hydrated, and then we're going to start on the porch, and I'll show you the TikTok find. Those hydration packs are so good, and with my mobility issues being limited right now, I'm trying to watch my calories and my sugar intake. But this is the TikTok find that I had spoken about earlier in the video. This is a game changer, guys. If you want to pressure wash your home, and like me, you're tired of lugging out the heavy electric pressure washer with a hose and trying to hook up the electricity, I would definitely spend the $30 to $40 to get this. It's battery operated. Like I said, it's cordless, and you do not need to hook up your hose. Now, I believe this is the newer version. This is the 2026. There is a 2025, where you can hook up your hose, but I needed to be, the space to be as clear as possible, with me not being able to really, get around that well. So and it also has a soap dispenser, and the water spray attachment has several options if you want like a mist, if you want like a harder spray. And again, this isn't sponsored. I bought this with my own money. At the time when I bought it, for Father's Day, it was $37. I believe now it's $44. And this is my honest review. So if you are like me, have mobility issues and you want to really clean your home, and you're like me as well, and you feel like, you need to pressure wash a lot of things like furniture and your cars and your driveway, your siding, your deck, garbage cans, all that. I have tackled a few tough jobs. Now, the toughest job that I want to put this to the test would be doing our siding in the back. I'm not sure if you all remember last year, I want to say it was our spring refresh of 2025. I showed you all the algae that grows on our deck. So that's going to be a tough job. I usually do and I think what I'll do is I'll do a comparison with the electric pressure washer, and I'll use this one. I think that'll be a fun video to do. So I'll get that out to you. Please pray for me that, I can get some strength. The pain will subside a little bit so I can, definitely get some projects done around my home. But today I just kept it simple, and I was sitting down doing this, and I just wanted to clean the grandkids' chairs off. They've been wanting to come outside and just sit in these chairs, but I needed to clean them. They were so gross. They had spiders and just dirt built up from over the winter and the spring, and they really needed some TLC. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and we'll get to my favorite part, is the decorating. I'm sure many of you feel the same way when your front yard and your porch is clean and you have flowers, especially in the spring and the summer. It just feels more inviting, and you're not embarrassed to have friends or family or even a delivery person come and drop off a package. I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I'm sure my neighbors, were thinking, well, what's going on with her? Her yard is typically done early in the spring, but this is just a reminder. Just give people grace. Don't pass judgment so fast when you really don't know what they're going through. When I would come home from work or come home from a therapy appointment, I would just look at my front yard, and it would just do something to my soul, because I know me, and I know that that is something that I take pride in. I take pride in my home. So again, just give people grace. You really never know what they're dealing with. But we are going to just do some light dusting here in the living room and in the family room, run the sweeper, and I don't think I really mentioned too much of the furniture that we recently got a few months ago for the living room. Now it reclines on both ends, and I'll show you all that in a moment. I'm so glad that we got this furniture, because the other furniture that we put in the family room, it doesn't do well for my back. So I had to go and get a pillow, and I'll show you all that in a moment. I ordered this pillow off Amazon. It was a bit pricey for a pillow, but it works. It has a couple different pillows that come with it, but I kind of use them separately. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that or not, but that's just something that I do, and it seems to be working. But I wanted to jump into the issue with my back and my shoulder. And please, if you have ever dealt with any issues like this, please bring me all the comments, the suggestions, the advice that you have. I am open to it all. This has been an issue since February, I believe. Yes, the second week in February. So with my back, and I'm being told now that it's not uncommon for a lot of people to have scoliosis. So that's something that I'm dealing with. Then I'm having a lot of L4, L5 issues with arthritis. And in my right side, I have a nerve that's pressing up against a disc. So I guess the fall really intensified everything. I'm not sure, but it didn't help. So in my shoulder, I have tendonitis, bursitis, and arthritis. So when I fell mainly on my right side. So I guess that just inflamed everything. That's how they're explaining it to me. If you have ever dealt with issues like this, please let me know what you have done. I've taken medications, creams. Nothing really seems to be working. They're just saying, it just has to, I guess, run its course. I did recently go and get a cortisol shot. That was extremely painful. If I can avoid that, I will. So again, if you have anything that you have done, I use ice, I use heat. I recently got a TENS unit. That seems to be working, but I don't know how long, and I really do not want to go back and get another shot. So my orthopedic doctor, she recommended that I go and see a spine specialist, and they may want to do like a steroid shot. I'm sorry, I don't think it was cortisol. I think it was a steroid. I'm sorry, a steroid shot in my shoulder. And they want to do the same for my back. Here I'm just showing you the furniture, how it reclines on each side. So that is where hubby and we are typically at after work. He's on one side, I'm on the other. We've slept on this couch numerous times. Typically I do not do that, but it's so comfortable. Only thing that's missing would be if it was heat. But I do have a heating pad that I will put behind me. But now we're in the family room, and same thing. I'm just going to do some light cleaning. And this is a book that We recently finished in a Bible study lesson at church. It was so good. If you have a moment and you are looking for something to read during the summer, I would highly suggest this. Now, we read it as a group, and we have been in this church for about 6 years, and this Bible study, over 300 people. I'm not sure, and it's not like a mega church. It is a larger church, but it's not a mega church. So I have never been in a Bible study class where it was, and that's between online and in person, on a Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, and you are surrounded by 300 worshipers, and it was so good. So that was the first Bible study that we did. I'm sorry, of this year. We recently wrapped up another one, and I can't wait until the fall. They've all just been really amazing. I'm showing you this pillow that I got from Amazon to help support my back while I'm sitting in here. This furniture does not recline, unfortunately. I think we will replace this in a few years. It's definitely not something that I want to rush and do. It's definitely not a priority. There's so many things in our home that I want to get done. I want to repaint this room. Same color, but just refresh the paint. I want to do the curtains. I recently just shampooed this rug and the rug in our living room. I want to do our windows, the curtains, redo the closets before fall. That is something that is just so high on my list, but right now with my mobility issues, I can only do what I can, and what I can't, I'm not going to worry about. I just feel like maybe at this time God just has me in a season where I'm not as busy, and I just need to focus on taking care of myself. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm in my 50s, and it takes me a while to bounce back. I've had a torn MCL. I've bounced back. I broke my foot. Um, I think it was in my 40s when I did that. Bounce back. But it's just taking me a little bit of time, and I just need to give myself some grace. So, with all that said, I pray that you are given, if you are dealing with this or dealing with anything that is uncomfortable, that is not of the norm for you, I just pray that you are giving yourself some grace as well. So, we are finished with this room. I'm going to go and take a shower, and I'm going to sit. We were having our first huge rainstorm of the evening, so I will share that all with you all now. But I pray you're having a safe summer, and I will see you all in the next video.